In this video, I'm going to explain use use callbacks. Use callback group in React. Use what are use callbacks? Use callback in React is used to provides a function that means React remembers function to prevent so that it is not and it is not recreated. What does that mean? First of all, normally on every uh, whenever we re-render a component, whenever we re-render a component, all the functions inside of it get recreated on every re-render of the component. All the functions inside of it get recreated with the use of use callback. We can avoid this. It use callback, it remembers the function. So React will remember the function that is memorize a function, and it will re-render, that is get recreated only when any of the dependency is changed. With the use of use callback, we can avoid this. Use callback will recreate the function only when any dependency is changed. Now this is helpful because it avoids unnecessary it avoids unnecessary re-renders. Re-renders which is uh, which is a waste of work, lot of work. So this is the basic idea of use callback, that whenever a component is re-rendered, all the function inside of it get recreated. But if any of the function, it is not changing, so it is constant. So if we recreate it again, recreate on every render, that means uh, it is unnecessary waste of work. So to avoid this, we use callback. This is the basic definition and purpose of use callback, which is clear now. Now I will explain it with the help of an example. Import callback command use state from app. Um, s- um, is equal to, I will get here two variables, that is count one and count two, and button one and button two, and on rendering all button one and button two, it will show console a console message. That is what I'm doing. First I get it value 0, copy pasted. Here I'll write count one, count two, set count one, uh, set count two. Now if I write here return, now I write here def, uh, def p one, one is the x. Uh, okay, this is done now. Now button component, button component being button in the form of a component on click on click is is equal to and then click and text is equal to text is button one. Now I'll write the child component. Child child component or the child component first button is equal to react dot and on click and second one is text. Pass it now. Console dot dot text right, the button text is when the button on click is equal to and click and text and then text is text text and close button get past and then now here it should be and then click one and hence two right and then click one is equal to sub count count one plus one and that click is not defined. Where is it? Okay. On click is uh on click on now if I open the now it is showing button one is click and button two is click if I write here console dot parent is inventor and declare the page right here this and then refresh it. Parent is rendered, button one is rendered, button one is rendered. Okay, yeah, button two should be Okay, now it is showing button one button. If I click this, now this is the problem. When I click button one, both of the buttons are getting re-rendered. Button one, wait, button. What is the problem? Okay, here I am. I have written set count on it should be set count. Now if I click it here, click it again, click it again, click it again. Okay. Now here, same problem. Parent and button one, button two. This is the problem. If I clean it, uh, and one, both of the buttons are getting rendered at initial, but one is clear. Again, parent is rendered, button one is rendered, button two is rendered. Button two I click. Again, parent is rendered, button one is rendered, button two is rendered. But now to solve this problem, we write this using use callback. This, right here, this, close it, comma, same thing. I use use callback. I have added use callback here. Now what it will do is it will when we are passing handle click here, it will go here. It will for rendering the button this text. It will check that on click is handle click one, but on handle click one has use callback. But use callback does is if there is no change, it will not re-render it. So when I click this button, so only parent is rendered. Again, only parent is rendered. Again, if I click to here, parent is rendered. Rendering. If I write here count is count is two, count, count three, and is count one plus now it is showing the correct output. Now only the buttons are not getting re-rendered here. This is child component, this is parent with use callback. This is parent with use callback. This is child component. So we have defined it using this is the button component. We write it in this form. Here we have passed the parameters, that is one is on click, other is but text. So on click value is handle click one, which is defined here. On click value for second one is handle click two, which is defined here. For first is it is text is button one, for second I just button. So that is what is showing here. If I remove this value, if I remove this text, this is important. If I remove this, it will not show anything. So only buttons are visible here. So that is what is why it is important, because we are returning how the button should look here only. And with this should also be seen in console. So I have written text here. So this part is clear. We have passed this as functions. So entire function, that is handle click one and handle click two function, entirely it is passed here and it is shown. But without using this use callback, we will not, it will render button one and button two, which I have already shown. Now only parent is getting rendered. So unnecessary renders are saved. So to- that is what it is helpful to save the unnecessary renders. That is all about use callback hook in React. Thank you.